What's up, heathens? Welcome to the line. Today's dumpster fire kindling's name's Raymond. Raymond's not exactly sure how to process his feelings for trans women, so he threatens violence. Him and Arden of Eden have a few words, so strap in. Next up, we have Raymond, and apparently he called into the Transatlantic show, and he'd like to continue the conversation.
Oh boy! All right.
Hello.
Hi, Raymond.
Hello, Raymond. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Arden, do you remember me, Raymond, in Maryland?
Yep, I remember your call.
So about our conversation, my disagreement is, like how you said that transgender people don't have to disclose their biological gender when approached or pursued for a romantic relationship. I think this is very dangerous because how do you think? Like, let me give you an example, right? Let's say we have a heterosexual male, right? He's attracted to cisgender women. He approaches a transgender that looks exactly like a cisgender female, and later finds out she was actually a biological male the whole time. How do you think that heterosexual male is going to act towards the transgender? I think saying that transgender people, you don't have to disclose your sex, you don't have to disclose your biological sex, is very dangerous. Because me, as a heterosexual male, if I later found out that my girlfriend or someone I was seeing romantically was actually a transgender person the whole time, I don't know what I would do. I honestly don't know what I would do. I would be fuming.
Wow, okay. Whoa. We're going to stop right there, dude, because that's super scary. You're basically saying, nope, Raymond. You're basically saying that if you found out that someone you were dating that you were attracted to is trans, it's interesting that you always say, I'm not attracted to transgenders, but then you magically end up in the situation where you're dating a trans person and didn't know it. I think that shows that claim is bullshit on its face. That's a side point, though. But the fact that you're saying that it's a potential risk, Raymond, stop for a second. You gotta let me finish.
Okay, sorry, I muted Raymond.
Okay. The fact that you're saying there's a potential risk if I don't disclose my trans status to you, because what? Because you would attack me or hurt me in some way? If I have not forced myself on you sexually, no harm has come to you. What has happened is what happens often in relationships. You found out that you thought we were compatible, and now you realize that we're not compatible. So what an adult does in this situation is says, it was really nice getting to know you. Turns out we're not compatible. I hope you have a nice life, and I'll see you later. You walk away. You don't murder someone or hurt them because your expectations were not met. I'm not a fucking mind reader. I'm not doing this to trick you or to get men's attention. I present as a woman because I am a woman. If you are turned on by me and you come and talk to me and then you're upset, that sounds like your fucking problem, my guy.
All right, Raymond, I've unmuted you, okay? And I've unmuted you. Now, you need to understand how a conversation works, okay? If we're talking, you don't need to talk,
all right,
okay? So now, Arden's answered you. Now, what do you have to say?
Arden, you're acting as if biological characteristics don't matter. Let's work in reality. In reality, right? This is a very unique situation. Listen, this is a very unique situation where you can actually, a male can actually look like a female. A male can actually look like a female. You can go ask any heterosexual male, or majority of heterosexual males, right? You can't tell. And this is very dangerous because wait, let me
Raymond,
finish.
I'm going to stop you again. Raymond. And here's why. Because you're saying the majority of heterosexual males would have a problem with that. Raymond, who do you think I date? Do you think it's gay men who approach me in public? Because typically gay men aren't like, wow, that person with breasts, a butt, and long hair and makeup, that's the one that I'm looking for. Like, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not someone's fucking boss. They can go after whoever they want. But straight men are the men who approach me in public. So you can't tell me that straight men aren't attracted to trans women because that's just obviously not true.
Wait.
I have a successul OnlyFans page. I can guarantee you most of those people there are not homosexual. Like, what are... You're like trying to appeal to like your preferences, which is fine. If you don't like dick, dude, you don't ever have to touch or come near a dick.
Listen. Again, this is a very unique situation where a biological male, can get fake boobs, can wear long hair, put on makeup, and you can't distinguish. You are teaching transgender people, don't disclose your actual biological gender.
No, that's not. You're missing the point.
Relationship.
You're missing the point. I am not telling people don't disclose.
You know.
Stop.
You know
Raymond,
what happened.
stop. You're misrepresenting my position. You gotta stop. Nope. I'm gonna mute you.
Listen, the ferocity.
No.
All right, I muted you, Raymond, because you don't know. You can't make a claim, and then when I try to respond to it, to try to push back, or to just to keep barreling forward. Actually, at this point, I fucking forgot what I was trying to respond to, because I spent a solid 10 seconds trying to yell your name to get you to stop talking. Fuck. All right, I'm just gonna unmute you because I don't even know. You gotta slow your roll a little bit here. You're unmuted now because I forgot what I was even trying to respond to because I had to spend too much time trying to get you to stop.
You keep your arguments. You keep acting as if biological characteristics don't matter.
How?
You can
where has anything I've said amounted?
If they find out. Can I finish? Because again, you're teaching transgender people to not disclose it when they're approached for a romantic relationship. Last week.
Okay, wait, stop. I'm teaching trans people. Okay, now I remember it. I'm teaching trans people not to disclose. No, that is not what I'm doing. I'm telling people there is no moral obligation to disclose. Obviously, there is a risk when anyone is going out in the dating field, especially for women, including trans women. Is it ideal to tell your partner at some point before you have sex, hey, by the way, I'm trans, and I want you to know that in case that's an issue for you? Yes, obviously that's ideal. But I'm telling people they are morally obligated to disclose because no harm comes to me not disclosing. And I don't owe you an entire catalog of my medical history. There are trans women who have vaginas who are indistinguishable from cis women even when they're naked. What right do you have to know that person's history? That doesn't hurt you. You're unmuted now.
It's you. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Yeah, so Raymond, it's at the point when we talk, we're gonna have to mute you because you don't know how to have a conversation. So I mean, that's just how it is right now. What were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter. A male can cut off his penis, can get boobs. It's still a man. A heterosexual man still looks at it as a male. It doesn't matter what you do.
That's not true, though.
And it's dangerous.
That's obviously not true, Raymond. Raymond, no, I'm going to stop you again because you can't say things that are not true and then cry when I don't let you keep barreling and saying more untrue things. Obviously, it's not the case that straight men just magically know when you're transgender because you even said on our last call, if you saw Jesse and I walking down the street, you wouldn't know that we were transgender, which completely defaces your entire argument. You're not just going to magically know.
All right, you're unmuted there,
Hello?
Raymond. Hello.
You guys keep
interrupting
me. Can I finish?
Yes, we keep muting you because you don't know how to have a conversation, Raymond.
He's still talking.
You guys keep interrupting me. Let me finish. You keep. Hello?
Raymond, you can't say 5 untrue things in a sentence and get mad when I have to go back to the first untrue thing. Because then we have to go through all of them. So when you say untrue things, I'm going to stop you in the middle of your sentence and address the untrue thing. And then we'll get to the rest of what you say. But you can't just gish gallop through a bunch of untrue things, then force us to hash out all of them.
So let me ask a question there, Raymond. Well, let me ask a question. How exactly does a person being trans hurt you exactly? How does it hurt you in some way?
Are you gay? Are you gay? A heterosexual male, regardless of if you cut off your penis, regardless if you get fake boobs, regardless if you put on makeup, regardless if you get long hair, regardless if you put your voice high pitch, it's still a man. That's how most heterosexual males look at it.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to let you sit there and deny trans people, their fucking being, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're muted right now, by the way. I'm sure you're screaming into the void right now. But you denying the fact that a trans woman is a woman, I mean, I'm just not going to let that stand. I get that you're angry. I get that you're mad. I don't know if you've had like a bad interaction in the past with somebody, but listen, all of this hate that you're really putting out there, it should worry people. Like, because going back to the very beginning of the call here, you said, I don't know what I would do. I'm sorry. If I were to have dated a trans person when I was back when I was single, I would not find myself in a position of not knowing what I would do. If that's not something I'm attracted to, just like with if I find out that somebody likes doing hard drugs, obviously I'm not going to want to stick around that person. That person doesn't appeal to me anymore, and we're going to part ways because I'm a fucking adult. All right, you're unmuted.
Hello? Can I talk?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm not feeling any hatred. I'm feeling love. Because I know I care for, again, I have cousins that are transgender. I'm not against transgender people. All I'm doing is I'm looking at the truths. Transgender women aren't biological women. A heterosexual male.
Why does that matter?
Transgender woman.
No trans women are saying I am a cis woman. I'm not saying that.
So many times transgender people get hit, get assaulted because of this. And this rhetoric is very dangerous. Because majority of men. Hello?
Oh, I think this is laughable. You're suggesting that my rhetoric is what gets trans women in violence? You literally suggested at the beginning of the call that if you muted you, I think it's laughable that you're going to suggest that my rhetoric causes violence to trans women when you're literally saying if you didn't know someone was trans and then you found out after the fact, I don't know what I would do, which very clearly implies that you would take some sort of violent action, even if it's just like screaming at them or something. Like you're implying you would do something dramatic. You don't know what it would be. Like it's so fucking laughable. You honestly sound like a complete joke right now. But go on, please continue making a fool of yourself.
I'm not making a fool of myself. How am I? So okay, let me ask you the question, right? I answered your question. Let me ask you a question. What do you think would happen, right? If a male, a biological male, a heterosexual male confronts.
I'm sorry, I'm dropping the call. I'm so sorry, Raymond. I'm dropping your call. That's you did it one time before, and I mean, I said I wasn't going to allow you to do it, and you did it again, and that would be deny trans people their very being. And I hope you don't mind, Arden, but I couldn't let that go on.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So I felt like, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just didn't understand him well, but was he trying to victim blame like trans people for, I guess, cis men beating them up after finding out that they are trans?
I guess so. It's really hard to say. This whole notion of like, oh, I don't know what I would do. Like, maybe you interpret it differently, but to me that clearly reads as like, I don't know. I could do something dramatic, like beat them up or something. Like, they care. That's what I got out of hearing that. Maybe I got that too, especially with the current climate of that exact thing happening. I think that it's a perfectly reasonable way to take it, and I think it's rather ridiculous to blame somebody else like for the inability of another person to act like a fucking adult. Like, obviously, freaking out and physically assaulting somebody just because you don't like some kind of attribute about them is really a childish. Like, that's what I would expect out of a child on a playground. Like, it's not. It's not something that you would expect an adult to do. There's a beautiful irony that you used that as your analogy there, because last time he was comparing it to if he was on a playground and he approached someone and that they would be obligated as well to tell them that if they're a minor. So I think it's beautiful that you had that analogy. It's just like I'm not gonna read someone's mind. I've dated a lot. I will always talk about how I'm kind of a slut. I love dating and like sex and all that good stuff. And like I can tell you, all the men I've been with have either been bisexual or straight. I was with a gay man before I transitioned. But weirdly enough, after transitioning, gay men don't want to sleep with me. Who wonder why that is?
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been any reason apparently.